Hello traders and welcome to my video on the radar signal trading system. So this is a manual trading system which you can use in the MetaTrader platform. I'm using the MT4 trading platform here. This is a US dollar Japanese yen 1 hour chart. You can see the different elements of the radar system here. We have the histogram. Okay, we have the panel up here which gives us the strength of the trend and the direction. Okay. You also have the entry points and the profit targets, but we have them displayed nicely on the chart as well. So you've got your safe buy entry zone here, your buy entry there, and your target. Okay, the histogram below there. With the histogram, basically when it's green or above the zero line, just as with the MACD, it suggests a bullish market. When it's red or below the zero line, it's suggesting a bearish market. Okay. For a sell trade, we want to look for price to be below this green line. For a buy trade, we want price to be above. Okay. The I did download the radar signal indicator and templates. You can find them as well for your platform. Just load them onto the chart. This is a 1 hour chart. As I said, I like to trade higher chart time frames simply because they contain more price data. Therefore, I find signals tend to be more reliable 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly, and monthly. It doesn't apply just to technical indicators such as those implemented within this system, but also price action analysis, candlestick patterns, support resistance, trend lines, so on and so forth. Okay, I don't see the point in stressing ourselves out trying to trade the 1 minute, 5 minute charts, scalping a few pips here and there, paying through your teeth in brokers, commissions, and spreads, getting slipped out of trades just to try and scalp a few pips here and there. Trade smart, not hard. 1 hour chart, less time chart watching, 1 hour and above. Can capture some big moves and also get more reliable signals. In my opinion, you trade how you want, of course. So enough waffling. This system is basically as simple or as complicated as you want it to be. This is my interpretation, which is I'm going to look at the safe buy entry here. I'm going to wait for price to fall and then I would enter once price falls in and around here. Okay, it's worth mentioning as well, but that's as simple as a strategy is. It does give you target levels as well, but you don't have to use them. For example, what I would be doing is I'd be using a trailing stop and a break even. So if we buy in the zone here and price goes up, I'm going to look to move my stop loss to break even as soon as possible and then just trail the price as soon as possible. Okay, I think it's important as well if I zoom out to look at the overall picture. So for me, I'm looking at a strong downwards trend here. So I probably wouldn't even take this buy entry, to be honest with you. I'm going to be more looking at, a potential breach of this level of support here and a continuation of the downtrend. I mean, if price does continue upwards and breaks through this trend line here, then I would certainly be looking to take a bullish side of the market. Okay, you can see if we took that buy entry there, this just emphasizes my point. If we took that buy entry there, okay, you can see we're currently being a bit of a loss. And personally, I'm not going to buy there against this level of resistance here. I'm going to want to see price breach this level, then do a pullback. We've already had this move up here. We're actually in a pullback now. If price does come up and breaches through this resistance here, then I may consider a buy trade. But I guess the point is I'm not relying on this trading template signals. I just feel like we don't need to complicate our trading. We can just look at trend lines, support and resistance, candlestick patterns as well. But if I do appreciate and understand that some traders are like to see things visually, and just makes it easier for them to determine trade direction and when to enter a position. Okay, if we just load now a different currency pair, so this is the British pound, US dollar. Okay, we're in the safe sell entry zone, so this is a potential place we take a sell trade. Okay, so you can sell. Okay, interestingly, the market is making lower highs. Be interesting to see. I'd wait for this candle to close. As I was saying about candlestick patterns, it'd be interesting to see how this closes. And if it's bullish or bearish, and if we just see another candle to confirm the sell entry, could be on for a good trade here, but we need to be cautious that the market is making higher lows here. So just be interesting to watch how this plays out. As I said, I don't just jump into a trade straight away as soon as price is in this safe sell entry zone or even the safe buy entry zone. I'm going to wait and watch price action play out. Of course, have good money management. So a tight stop loss, and just, I'm not going to have a fixed take profit. I'm just going to try and take as much out of the market as possible. I wouldn't always have a 50 pip take profit because there may be 500 pips available on a move. So I'm not going to exit prematurely. I may use a break even and a trailing stop, perhaps close part of the position. But yeah, once we're in a good position, we want to maximize it as much as possible. This green line is the daily open. Okay, so when price is above, it suggests a bullish market. Price is below, it suggests a bearish market. If we let's load the euro dollar now. So euro dollar 1 hour chart. Okay. Market's looking quite choppy. We've just been in the safe sell entry, and you can see this actually would have been a good sell trade. Price is now reversing. Okay. So that's an example of a good trade. Well, what you can do, as I said, I'm not just, if anything, I find this just overwhelming, to be honest with you. I just much rather see, like, this for me just clutters my chart. I gotta be honest. I mean, let me just open a euro. Let me just find this same, let me just load my template. Let me just find that same scenario. Where was that? So you've got these two. So let me just compare trading strategies, all right? So, okay. See these two bars here? Let's just match them up with my two bars here. Okay. Right. Okay, so that's the same. Is that the same? Remember? Yeah, that's the same here. Okay. Right. So this, do I want to trade this or do I want to trade this? Okay, let's just zoom out. Twice there and twice there. Okay. Do I want to trade this? Do I want to trade this? We're going to choose this all day long. Why is that? Well, for me, there's lots of things on here that don't really tell me anything that I can't see by just looking at this chart. Okay, shall I tell you what I mean? Well, straight away, we've got a support line that's been breached there. We've got resistance here. Got the market making lower highs. Okay, so what does that tell me? It tells me we're in a downtrend. Okay, so I know we're in a downtrend. And how am I going to enter that downtrend? I'm going to enter on a breakout of support and a pullback. Downtrend, pullback, breakout of support. A good trade. A good trade. Stop loss above the high, so 10 to 15 pips. Really tight stop loss for the 1 hour chart time frame. Almost 400 pips profit potential. Okay, you missed that entry. Price drops, you get a pullback. Breakout of support. Support comes resistance. You can trade the breakout. Continue on. Okay. We obviously don't sell at the low or sell after a big move. Okay. So I'd much rather take a trade like that, simple, than now I'm looking at this. It's just, I can't make heads or tails really. So downwards move. I mean, this, like, I can see that support line there, but this is in the way for me. I want to remove that straight away. Yeah, see, there you go. Now I can see the support now. Okay, I can see my lower highs. Okay, and then what about the histogram? What can we see from that? Okay, this is a good breakout trade. We've established that. Yeah, we established the lower highs, got a wedge pattern there, consolidation, breakout. You've got candlestick patterns, 3 inside down. Lots of bearish price action. Okay. And the histogram is all the way down here. Okay. Does that mean that we would have not sold because the histogram was all the way at the bottom? Not necessarily, but if we were taking this radar signal, we may have we may have not taken that, or if we're using the radar trading strategy, we may not have taken that trade because the histogram was all the way down here, okay? When actually it was a decent trade. In fact, where is the breakout? So I'm so confused with all the different elements of the. Let's have a look, okay? Okay, to be fair, the histogram did cross below the zero line, so that would have been confirmation for that trade. That's well and good. We also had the bearish divergence to an extent there as well. But yeah, it's just not necessary for me, in my opinion. I just think it overcomplicates things. If if you like fancy flashing lights on your charts, you go ahead and trade what works for you. But for me, if anything, this is just overcomplicated. I mean, I'd much rather look at this. Yeah, look. Okay, what have we got there? Resistance. What do we have here? Support, support, support. Breakout. Support becomes resistance. Continuation. You can trade this breakout here. Okay. You can trade this breakout here. Simple. Just simple. Breakout, enter, breakout, enter, breakout, enter. We don't need, unicorn indicators, repainting indicators, lagging indicators. I'm not having to go the radar trading system. If it works for you, fantastic. I just feel like some traders just look for a quick fix, and you should just learn how to trade price action. That's what works for me. You obviously trade how you want, demo trade as well until you become familiar with your strategy, start seeing success. So we know we're trading up, pullback, trending up, so we're going to place buy trades, have a pullback breakout, pullback breakout, pullback breakout, pullback breakout. You want to avoid obviously buying too high, especially after a move like that, but you don't need necessarily this complicated system. Although, if you really want to buy, buy when it says safe buy entry or sell when it says safe sell entry, you can of course do that as well. I just think it's important to know the logic behind trades and why you're taking them. But if I'm missing something, please post in the comments below and tell me if there is something in this trading strategy that I'm overlooking that can actually be trading price action with good money management and trading discipline. I'd be interested to hear from you. Okay, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I hope to catch you on the next one.